Hi there, it's Misty. Welcome to another card video. This card I made for the Always Fun Challenges blog. The theme this week is patriotic since the 4th of July is in 2 days. And it takes me forever to make a card, but I literally made this card in 15 minutes. And I obviously work best under pressure because this is the second card I made. The first card I made, I really wanted to use it's a fireworks stencil that came in the August 2016 card kit by Simon Says Stamp, and I haven't used it yet, so I really wanted to use that to make a card. I wanted, I'll show it to you at the end of this video, but I wanted a black sky and I wanted these fireworks, and then as soon as I put the sentiment on, I ruined the card. I just didn't like it anymore. It didn't go with the card, so I was doing this at 3 o'clock in the morning. Might even have been 4. No, I think it was about 3. But we were leaving town the next morning, and my hubby told me just to deal with it, stick with the first one, move on. I still had a bunch of things I had to do, and I should have, but I just couldn't do it. I didn't love it, and I can't put a card out there that I don't love. So, against my better judgment, I scrambled to make another card, and that's why I think I work best under pressure, because I got this done super quick. But I mean, look how easy it is. I used the die is called Sunburst from Gina Marie Designs, and then the sentiment, which I absolutely love, is by Reverse Confetti. I think it's called Home of the Brave, I think, but I'll put links to everything in the description below and also on my blog. Yeah, so all I did is I cut the Sunburst die out of red cardstock, stamped the sentiment on a stitched square die, used the next size up to cut the blue star pattern paper, and then popped it up on some craft foam. I always use the Be Creative double-sided adhesive when I'm using the craft foam. It works perfectly. It sticks really well. All right, so I have a question for you card makers out there. A lot of my dies, this Sunburst die did it. You'll see I'm going to use my tweezers right here to try to get them off, but it leaves like it looks like little hairs, but it's cardstock, but and then it was all over my white paper. I don't know why it does this. I don't know if it's my my die cutting machine, my Big Shot, or it happens to a lot of my word dies, and it drives me nuts. And I got to go in and either try to pull them all off, or it's just really, really thin pieces of cardstock. I mean, it really does look like little hairs, but I don't know why it does it. It doesn't do it to all the dies. It just does it to mostly my word dies, and then it did it to this one too. So if anyone knows why it does that, can you share that with me? Or if there's something I can do to stop it, I'd appreciate any advice you got. But anyway, so after I got all the little hairs off, then I'm gonna glue everything down. The Sunburst, I use the Zig 2A glue pen. Love that glue pen for dies like this that have really small areas that need to be glued. And then I just use the Be Creative tape again to put the whole thing on, since I had it out. It's a good adhesive, so I used it again. And then I felt like it needed something else, so I'm going to add something here. I wasn't quite sure if I had anything, but then I found the perfect embellishment. But our part-time kid, aka my son's best friend, Bubby, made it onto the All-Stars baseball team. So he had his first All-Star game out of town the next day. So that's why I was trying to get this done so that we could go over to his game the next day. And unfortunately, they didn't win, but they have another game on Monday that we're going to go over and watch, and hopefully they'll win that game. They're a good team. So I found these little wooden stars by a Studio Calico, and it was exactly what I needed. It just needed something, and I didn't want to put you know, the Nuvo drops, or I didn't want to use anything like that. So this is perfect. Use a multimedia matte glue to glue these on. And just needs a little touch of glue is all it needs. But yeah, that was it. 15 minutes. And it only took me 15 minutes because I was, you know, wasn't functioning at full capacity at this hour. And then after I did this, I think I finally went to bed at 5. Got up at 8. And now and next day we had to go to a family reunion. So after the game, we had to drive back to Fort Bragg and head out to a family reunion for my husband's side of the family. Anyway, that is my second attempt at Patriotic Card. And now I will show you the first one I made. I loved the way the fireworks turned out, but then I ruined it. I didn't like I liked the God Bless America, but I didn't like the red with it, and I think the red is what killed it for me. So there's nothing I can do after that. I had already put it on. So anyway, that's why I made a second one. Thanks for watching this video. I will see you next week. Bye.